What is up, everybody? Jester here, and today we're going to do this video a little bit differently. Today we're shooting on Christmas Day, and for those of you guys that don't know, this year we lost our mom. After a 13-year battle with breast cancer, it finally took her this year over Mother's Day week. It's been a very difficult adjustment for the family, and it's been tough. But you know, I know a lot of people have gone through this. They've lost loved ones, and it's never easy. But it really hits hard today, and that's kind of why I wanted to start the video this way. I'm already getting emotional just talking about it here. Quick story. We were never super traditional when it came to holiday eating. Usually we'd do a turkey or a ham on Thanksgiving, but Christmas, guys, Christmas was always Mama's lasagna. And this is the first year that she's not here to make that for us. And being the person that I am, I feel I have to pick up the mantle where she left off and honor that recipe that she fed us with for so many years. Hopefully you guys like this kind of stuff. And if you would, please drop a like on the video for Mom. Don't do it for me, do it for Mom, do it for her recipe and what it means to me, just to be able to share it with you guys. There's nothing overly complex about this recipe, but if you don't know how to make a lasagna, this will be a good tutorial for you. All that being said, I hope I hold it together outside. Let's get into the video.
Alrighty, boys and girls, I don't know how else to actually show you guys this, but I'm going to show you a layer, and then we'll show you it finished with all the layers, and then we'll talk about how long we're going to cook it and what temperature and that type of thing. So what you want to get is a really nice little vessel here. We've got this wonderful little decorated deal that Mom used to use constantly for casseroles and things like that. So we're going to take and put a little bit of our sauce at the very bottom, and don't be shy, it's going to be about half a jar or so. And then we're actually going to swish that around until we get a layer all the way around it. I'm using a Prego tomato, basil, and garlic today. From there, you're going to start layering in your noodles. Now, the beautiful part about this particular dish is it's just about perfect when it comes to size. Mostly. Also, be pretty gentle when you're working with your pasta because it breaks very easily. Something along this line here. And I guess we could probably run a little half a piece if I can get it to break right. Which I really can't. But we can kind of overlay it like so. And now we got a good base layer. From there, what I want to do is I want to take a bit of ricotta cheese. Now we've got a good ricotta cheese today. Hopefully that's in camera. I'm really bad about that. And I don't want to do too much of this. I'm not saying less is more. Maybe you like ricotta more than I do. I love it in lasagna, but I'm not a huge fan of it when it comes down to just how rich it makes stuff. But it is necessary for lasagna. And this probably could have set out just a little bit longer. But the beautiful part about this too is it doesn't really matter if it's ugly, because it's all going to come out in one big thing. Kind of wish I had a little scooper. It's actually true that I do wish that. Something a little smaller where we could have got it kind of more distributed before we started spreading it out, because we are having a little bit of trouble with this. And trust me when I tell you, I haven't had to make lasagna in a very, very long time, so this is kind of muscle memory in a way, but from way, way back. And I think what we're dealing with here is that the ricotta is just a little bit chill, a little too chill actually. But that's probably good enough. Let me get just a little bit more for this back corner over here. Make sure we get a little bit everywhere. Something like that. From there, and it's like I told you guys, there's nothing overly complicated about this recipe. It's actually a very, very simplistic recipe. We're just going to take some cooked ground beef. We're going to layer some of that right in on top. And I'm expecting this is going to be about 4 layers, so I'm trying to use about a quarter of what I have cooked up. We cooked up about 2.5 pounds for this size dish. And the last part, she liked to use mozzarella cheese mixed with a little Parmesan, so that's what we've got here today. And we're just going to go ahead and do this. Get just a small, nice, even little layer. About like so. And now, like I told you guys, this is basically a rinse and repeat kind of recipe. Now we're going to take more sauce. And don't worry, I've got plenty of sauce inside. We'll spread that out. We'll do more noodles. We'll do more ricotta. It's just a process. We're going to get it to where we bring it up just about to the top, but not all the way to the top. I'll bring you guys back in when I get that point. Alrighty guys, as we got up to the top, I realized we were only going to get 3 layers in, so I kind of adjusted the amount of ground beef that we put in there on the second layer and the top. Now the top layer I'm going to do just a touch different because I don't want to put the cheese over the top just yet. We don't want that getting done before the noodles and stuff do. So what we're going to do is we're going to take some more of our pasta sauce and we're going to put a nice layer of that over the top. And then we're going to spread that out, and that's going to be what we cook it at. Just over with the sauce over the top of it. Actually, let's just use the whole jar. About like so. And then I will take a spatula and just kind of spread that out. And what this will do is it'll drop down while everything's cooking and help to cook those noodles, because that's going to be your biggest worry here, is getting the noodles done. I'm going to go put this in a 350-degree oven for what I assume, and I know it always took a while for her. I'm thinking it's going to be between 2.5 to 3.5 hours, but I will definitely let you know. With about 30 minutes to go, and I know it's pretty much done, I'm going to come back in. We're going to top this back off with cheese, but I'll show you guys that when it's time. Alrighty folks, we've hit about the 2.5 hour mark, and the way that you're going to check to see if this is done is you're going to poke it with a fork, and if everything goes through pretty smooth on several different areas, you know those noodles are cooked all the way through, and they're good to go. So to finish this up, we're going to take some more of that cheese blend that we had. We're just going to put that right over the top, and this is going to take about another 30 minutes or so in the oven. We'll get everything nice and melty. And I'll come back here in just a little bit and I'll show you the finished product. And when all is said and done, you get this beautiful lasagna coming right out of the oven. We got just a hair crispy on the cheese at the top, but that's okay. It's just going to add a little bit of extra texture to it. And I think Mom would be proud of this one. At least I hope so. I know that it tastes great because I already took a couple of bites inside. This is going to be the last video of the year, boys and girls. 2022 was great. We got a lot of good momentum going, but I can't wait to get into 2023. There's going to be so much more stuff that I'm trying to get into, more gaming, more food. I'm going to try to put together a daily vlog series, well, mostly daily. And yeah, I'm going to make a smoker, show you guys how to do that with no actual welding. It's going to be a really, really good year in 2023. And oh, by the way, go check out Independent Spotlight. We're doing amazing things over there featuring independent artists of all different genres. Till next time, guys, hope you had a safe and happy holiday. Be safe. Don't do anything stupid. We'll see you in 2023. Bye.